So after dealing with a broken zipper and finally got the coat over my head and got the zipper opened, I was now ready to continue on my trip into Johnstown from Route 56. Notice it's a 4-lane highway that comes in from 219. It's kind of a steep decline down into the valley here. I'm not sure what I'm going to find when I come into town. I have no prior idea of where I'm going, so I'm going to have to locate this area, the festival area, by pure dead reckoning, I guess. By now, I've gotten over my fit over the coat, and my headaches beginning to subside. A brand new FLY jacket, three weeks old. I was not impressed that the zipper pulled off. The zipper head pulled off while I was pulling it up in the middle of a curve. Needless to say, I dropped the thing in the road. Couldn't stuff it in my pocket quick enough, and so I got a little angry about it. But I tend to get over my anger pretty quickly. I found out later FLY was going to take care of that situation for me, so I guess it was unreasonable anger, but you know how it goes. So Johnstown is located at the bottom of this hill in kind of a U-shaped box canyon of sorts, fed by two different rivers. It's and with high hillsides on both sides, on all sides actually, except the outlet. It's obviously a prime candidate for trouble in terms of water. But that being said, it's a magnificent place to hang out, at least when it's not raining. I realize that for some this is a kind of a tedious section of the video coming into town, but I thought it would be kind of nice to see how I got where I got by showing all these trees and this beautiful highway. Some people could just move forward in the video if they wished. But now I've decided to take this exit. I thought the sign said this was the first exit for the business district, I'm going to find out that it probably wasn't the best exit to take, but that's okay. For every opportunity that closes, one opens. Yeah, that's right. That's what I thought. Shit. My biggest problem in a day like this is I've got that coat on, and it is hot, and heat makes me just a little testy. I'm probably dehydrated also. So I've made my bed, and now I've got to lay in it in terms of this traffic, so hopefully I'll shut up and just drive. Not quite, I guess. All these cars, of course, have their air conditioning on, and so they don't care how long they sit in traffic. Yeah, I guess I'm commenting on the fact that I took an extra 20-mile drive to get in here. It should have been 3 hours and a half, and it turned out to be 4 hours from Erie. You notice I have quite a dialogue with myself sometimes. So I'm looking for a bunch of bikes that are headed somewhere, and so far I haven't seen any. But I think I'm about to, and I'm going to follow them, I think. At first I'll sort of do a search, kind of a search of a matrix area, and sort of vector into where this thing is, rather than have to stop and ask somebody, of course. It's almost much fun finding it on my own. But I don't really care as long as we keep moving, which we're not always going to do. But there's the highway I should have stayed on. Should have taken it right to its eventual or final end, and then I'd been fine, because that's where I'm going to end up anyway. Okay, I think I see some bikes over there to the right, and now I'm going to turn, and what do you know? I'm right in the center of the Thunder in the Valley Festival rally. Now just wait for these guys to park their bikes. And then I'll go and see if I can find a place to park mine. I don't have any idea where that guy's going. Now I do. I want to give him plenty of room. She wants to give him plenty of room too. And here I go. I see the vendor tents. This is progress. Streets lined with bikes. That's what we wanted anyway. That's what we wanted to come to see, isn't it? I say we, me and the bike, you know. Okay, here we go. My theory is I'll get to the other side of this vendor area. Maybe I'll find a place to park. Turns out when I turned into this next street, I wasn't on the edge of it. I was just in the middle of it because the rally continued on across the river there. But that's good enough. I see what I came to see, and that's Suzuki to the left. And I think I see Yamaha up ahead. So that's good enough for me. Okay, there's a place. There's a nice place. So I'm going to park right here. Right across the street from the, almost right across the street from the Suzuki tent. Perfect. Couldn't have been better. Really impressed with the way they conducted this whole thing. They didn't have any extra fees. They didn't have any parking fees. It was all very pro-bike-ish, and that's what we wanted, right? So now I'm in the obviously in the Suzuki tent, and I'm looking at what I think, or what I thought was a GSX 750, and as it turned out, that's a GSX 1000. And look, the GSX 750 is right behind it, 2 bikes down. Now we've transitioned to something else. and I'm just doing a random walk around. I'm walking back from the Suzuki tent to the area of my own bike, which is right there with a green helmet. Now I'm trying to get myself run over by a tractor trailer truck, and that security guard is probably worried I'm going to get run over. I think he's telling me there's a tractor trailer right behind me. Yep. I think I'll step back there, let him go by. So now I'm going to check out the Harley tent just for a second, see what the excitement is. They're a pretty sophisticated bunch, I have to say. They have you register and they give you a card, a non-bike specific card, which allows you to then go out and pick any bike you want and take it for a ride at your own leisure. You follow a marked course, about 20-minute course, which means there's no start times or end times for rides. So now I'm looking into their tent and see what kind of cool stuff they have going on there. And they have to admit, I'm not a Harley fan, but boy, they are at the top of their game in the marketing department. Later on, I'm going to stand in line here and have a lady give me one of those cards so I can try out a 1200 Sportster. I was going to try out a 900 Sportster, but I got talked into a 1200 Sportster instead. And shortly you'll see the one I'm going to ride in a couple hours into the future as I walk down the Harley Row here. HD Row. That guy there is sitting on the bike I'm going to be driving in a couple hours. And there he goes.
You bastard. I will personally murder you.
I have to say that the bulk of my time between bike rides was spent in the Harley area. I don't have any idea why, but that's where I spent it. Okay, I've just completed my first ride on that Suzuki GSX-R 750, and I realize that I really need a drink, and it will be of water. I am dehydrated, and if I have to get some water in me before my next ride, which is going to be that FJR 1300 in about half an hour. So I'm out and searching for cold water. Here's a lemonade stand. I think I can get some water there.
Hi. How much for the water? Cold water. How much? Free. I'll make a bargain. As long as it's cold.
So now I'm heading over to the Yamaha tent to sit at their table and drink some water before I take the bike ride on that FJR ES model 2016.